Greetings, folks. This is Mike Dawes, and my name's Tony Emmanuel, and I'm a sensitive banjo player. So
it's true. He is a sensitive banjo player. That's what the press.
I'm so sensitive that I don't play one.
Exactly.
That's the definition of a gentleman. All right, a guy who can play the banjo, but he doesn't.
Exactly.
Anyway, moving right along. You ready?
Moving right along. Let's do this. Here we go.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That sounds incredible.
Some beautiful banjo playing. There you go. Take one.
We fooled him
Fool
again.
again.
More.
Fool again.
The crowd went wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are we? Oh yes, we're in Farnham. We're in Farnham in England, and I'm visiting Mike today because he was doing a workshop, and I saw that he was on, and I'm here in England being granddad. So I thought I better come down and visit my other son. So
Father.
Daddy,
Father. And it's so good to be here in Guitar Village, which is a very, very special place.
Yeah.
It's an even more special place now. Tommy's here, but Guitar Village being the place that I bought my first ever guitar.
Wow.
I then traded it in for another guitar because I wanted to be Slash. So I got a Tobacco Sunburst Les Paul, and then it was the place where I decided to join the dark side and become an acoustic guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
He came over
Yes,
to the dark
exactly. I got the granddaddy guitar. The big one, right? Exactly. I call you my Obi-Wan Kenobi, but maybe you're more of a Palpatine. Definitely a Palpatine.
Let's put that
Pull
down
that
there.
back up.
Yeah. Normal service has been resumed as soon as possible. Oh, there we go.
Dave, if you're watching this, we love you. I know it's your mic.
Ready?
All right. Here we go. Take two and see me in the morning. You ready?
Yeah, focus on Seattle.
It was full of mistakes, but they were all on purpose.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. All the notes, not necessarily in the right order.
In the right order. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Wonderful. So
That is incredible. That is excellent. Do you find you break strings often, do different tunings?
well, I change these top 3 ones every 2 shows.
Every 2 shows.
Because of that. But honestly, like these, I used to change everything every 2 shows because they just get really grim and dead. But these Dario XSs are freaking amazing. Like
Amazing strings.
Amazing strings.
Yeah, they're doing some good stuff.
Yeah. No, I love them really. They're really really great. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, these strings I haven't changed for 20 shows.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I don't need to, because they're not going to snap and they last. It's like.
How do you find the XS sound?
The XS what, sorry?
How do you find they sound, the XS strings?
Right.
Just like
recorded
standard
them now.
acoustic strings, but they sound just as good, would you say? Because
What's
that's
that?
always been the trade-off with. So they're coated, right?
You're saying how do you like how the XS strings sound?
Oh,
You know, fresh set on there, they sound good.
they sound great.
Well, I've used them on ever since they came out. I've used them on all the
Yeah, he
recordings.
turned me on to them. So.
Yeah, as Dario always doing, they're always doing some interesting stuff. Us electric guitarists get a similar thing. We get NYXLs, which are a special metal compound they use.
That's what these are. The top 2. They're NYXLs.
And they're brilliant strings. They touch wood. They don't seem to break.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you change tunings for every song, things break. You know, it's not. You're never gonna not do that.
Yeah.
Unless they find vibranium or unobtainium or some kind of thing like that. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big old boy. Where are you playing before Milan? Like what's are you doing
Prague.
a show? You're doing Prague before.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 shows in Prague, but then I'll meet you in Milano.
Sick. We'll have some gelato. Some gelato and pizza.
Yeah, your tour in Italy is looking pretty packed, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a great tour.
Man, I'm
Solid month and a bit.
so
Yeah.
grateful for that. It's going to be so good. The food. Oh,
I was going to say.
the food is just...
All right, you ready?
Yeah. All right. This is a little 1975.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Fluked it again.
That sounded great. What made you decide to go with that track?
Him.
I like the track. Big fan.
Yeah, they're a great band.
Incredible, incredible band.
I've got to know the saxophone player as well, John. Yeah, and I got to know him through a friend, through Pliny. So John, the session saxophone player for the 1975, did a track with my friend Pliny, and then we met at a gig. We did this track, and then I was able to just be like, "Dude, check this out, surprise!" And then he sent it to the band, and the band were like, "What?" and then Maddie, the singer, like tweeted about it, and was like,
So that was nice of them.
It's a lovely sounding song, but what it's about being on tour effectively.
Exactly. Yeah.
And having women tempt you.
Yeah.
Or one specific one tempt you, even though you have a
Yeah.
girl
What he's saying is, I know it would be a big mistake for me to do this, but could you be my mistake?
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely beautiful.
It's a great song.
It's a great melody, and when I first heard it, I was like, "Let me play on this thing. It's beautiful,"
It makes for the EP as well. It's the last track, I think. It makes a really nice closer for a record.
And it's so different to most of their other kind of stuff.
I think what's really cool is just introducing different groups of people to different songs. It's like there are people, believe it or not, young people that don't know Fields of Gold. You know what I mean? There are.
Well, it's a Sting song. How can they?
Right, exactly. But they'll know the 1975, and it is. Yeah. I like that, and Tommy's the man who can do anything, so let's do anything. Well,
as long as
why not?
When I play with Mike, and this is a song that he's brought to us, then I'm all ears to hear the melody, and he's playing the arrangement completely self-contained, and I'm just trying to kind of tiptoe around him, and then join in melody parts that enhance what's going on, and then stay out of the way and stuff like that. Like when he's playing melody lines, stuff, I can do kind of like the strings in the orchestration almost, and stuff like that is fun,
It's
and
playful.
then he's playing, so I might go. What I mean? So he's up higher, I might play down, and then I might go. Like the high female voice or something, So I always try to think in that way. When we're playing tunes, it's like I'm listening to everything he's doing, and I'm trying to find a way of weaving in and out without getting in the road of what. See, because Mike and I are both solo players, right? But when we come together, I need him to have everything together so I can just be the singer, kind of thing. That's how I feel. I don't play a lot of backing things when Mike and I play together, because he's already got it all covered. Some other players I play with, like Richard Smith or whatever, he'll play like a rhythm part and I'll play a melody, and then I'll switch to rhythm and he'll take a melody. But it's just a different dynamic with us because he's a very different player. But I love the way he plays, and it helps me to be more inventive, And
it's a dance.
Do you find it gives you more freedom playing together in that sense, because you haven't got to fill this big spectrum of sound?
I hope so. Because when you go see Mike live, his sound is incredible. It's big and it's got everything. So
also, what you were saying as well about these two guitars and the way that we both play, I think they complement each other very well. I mean, just sonically, there's a nice blend of the warmth. I mean, the guitar picks that Tommy uses fit in so well. This beautiful warmth, even though it's the lead, it's the warmth.
I'm playing gently. If I go, you hear how much power it's got, but I don't do that. In Teen Spirit, I go. So there's a There's a lot of frequencies going on there. So
you do a lot. It's Nirvana. You can just play power chords in the backing, power chords, kicks, and beats, and all of that, and then there's so much color to fill.
Yeah, and then when I'm playing the melody, I kind of dig in. You know, I try to get that low mid. And then and he's laying the groove down, so I try to do the same thing.
That's so powerful live as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Coming to a big pair, I bet that sounds amazing. I mean, it sounds great with a little AER down there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, we're just playing quietly here.
Yeah, it's the same in you know the slow dance. You know, all of this when you're doubling the harmony, you're extending the harmony. Yeah, all that stuff. You know,
just play that part. Ready? Yeah. So, and then where John Mayer's voice is, he's down there. Somebody stop me.
That sounds great. So these tracks that you've been playing are all off Accomplice Volume 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got 5 tracks on there. And how did that come together?
Well, just by doing some dates together, and once I heard Mike play a few times, you know, he said, "Oh, I've got an arrangement of Teen Spirit," and so I went and listened to Nirvana doing it and tried to work out a part, the lead singer part, and then he showed me the rest of the song really, and I just worked out how to fit in, you know. And with Fields of Gold, he just happened to mention that he had an arrangement of it, and he started playing it, and so I just was the lead singer. I didn't do anything else, you know. So you know, it's really about spending some time together, you know, and playing in the dressing room while we're waiting to do sound check and come up with ideas. And we eventually got these 5 songs together and started playing them on stage. And then by the time the tour finished and we ended up in LA, we just went into a studio, mic'd up our guitars and played.
It was very real, very one take. You know, it really was. And the session time was down to COVID actually, because 2 of the shows on a tour just got cancelled. So
that's right.
We were supposed to play in Berkeley at Freight and Salvage. 2
shows.
That's
right.
They got cancelled.
They got cancelled. That's right.
And then it was, let's do a record. All right.
Yeah,
Let's not waste any time.
We're
we can
already
sit
here.
Yeah, we can watch Netflix or we can make a record. So we drove to Los Angeles and. Man, it was an experience.
It was good fun,
wasn't
it?
Fun. And I will say there was we did 4 songs. It was Somebody That I Used to Know, Slow Dancing, Fields of Gold, and Teen Spirit. But we didn't have a 5th, and it was on, I think on the day we looked at Be My Mistake. On the day, and I think Tommy, you listened to it while doing the coffee run.
That's right.
You were like, I'm going to go to the Green Lady, Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
And let's figure this out.
That's
then came back and laid it down. So it's the most raw. It's actually my favorite one from the record personally, and it's the most raw kind of real moment captured. And also Mark Bassisto has got this little tape delay. The engineer, all this vintage gear. It's just a beautiful vintage sound.
Yeah.
A real LA record. You know, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are you guys off to from here then? What's the next day? You're playing Sunday, aren't you, Mike? Locally.
Well, yeah, I'm playing tomorrow from the date of filming, finishing up a little UK run of shows around this area. So for anyone on the internet watching this, we're in the kind of Surrey, Hampshire area, which is where I first started playing, and I've been able to squeeze in a little run of shows around these old haunts, you know, to kind of go back to these areas, and it's been a thrill. And I'm just upstairs from this room is the gentleman that gave me my first ever gig. You know, so it's really a beautiful, and Guitar Village, you know, I bought my first acoustic here, I bought my Taylor 214 from upstairs. So that's nice. But then we're meeting in Italy We're going to be in Italy doing, I don't know how many shows, like 12 shows, 11 shows?
No, it's more than that.
Well, we're going up to Netherlands and Switzerland and Luxembourg.
Luxembourg, that's right, yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, lots of dates together.
Yeah.
So, obviously sitting here watching you, seeing you guys, live videos, things like that, you choose a guitar you like each. What brings you, Tommy first, what brings you towards Matons?
Well, I've always played Matons. This guitar has, it has a great sound just acoustically, but plugged in, it'll kill anything. It's a beast, and it's got the right tone to go with what Mike's doing. He's got a lot more low mids and highs. So my sound is more pokey in the middle.
It really is exactly like that. Yeah.
And actually, Mike, if we're allowed to mention the name of your guitar,
of course. Yeah.
You can tell us a little bit about
it. Well, this
it,
is I must apologise for the gaffer tape first of all. So this isn't supposed to cover up a pickup. This is my Damasio pickup. Yeah, but literally the other day I was playing Teen Spirit actually on my lone stick. Yeah. Well, I went so hard and the pickup fell in the sound hole.
See. Kill, maim,
and destroy. Exactly. So then I had to do the show. I just had the one guitar, so I loosened the strings, got the pickup up, did a Q&A, did a little workshop, screwed it back in with a Phillips, put the strings back on, played the next song, fell in again because I went too hard again. So I've gaffer taped it. What I realised was the rubber pads had worn away in the heat. So I've got to just replace that. Haven't had time because I'm always out. So that's what this is. But this guitar is my signature guitar by a maker in Germany named Andreas Cuntz, okay, which is spelled C-U-N-T-Z, okay?
It's German.
Very German. Amazing guitar, an absolute workhorse. I've done every gig since 2016 with this guitar. Just with this guitar, and it's been to Africa, to Asia, to South America, to the US, to Europe, to everywhere, Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah.
And it's a workhorse, and part of what makes it really sing live, other than the quality of the guitar, is the pickups. So I've got 4 pickups in there, which enables a lot of extra sounds, which, as Tommy mentioned, kind of fills those kind of the deep lows. I've got a magnetic pickup that runs an octave pedal by Boss, the OC3 and the OC5, so you can get these nice sub-bass stuff. I've got some kick drum stuff. You can't hear it right now, I'm not plugged into it, but live through a PA, man, it wallops. And the idea is to just be as big as possible while being as little as possible. That's kind of how I am.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and the chemistry in our playing is the fun part, because he never knows really what I'm going to do.
Oh no, I don't. Do you know what you're going to do?
Very rarely. So with certain songs, I try to stick to the melody and all that. But any embellishments can be improvised on the night. I did some things today that I've never done in the songs. They just happened. They were just there. We were both in that moment, and that's the fun part of playing together. And
it's fun for the audience as well. It's every night's an experience.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this. So when you play together, when you're performing together, do you do separate sets and then combine? Yeah. Is that kind of the general idea?
These are Tommy's shows, and I open the shows. A little thing. Tommy Emmanuel kills, maims, and destroys. And if anyone's left alive, if there's any faces that haven't melted, then we do a number of things at the end of the night.
Yeah.
It sounds like an incredible show.
Well, the audience like it, and that's what matters.
They keep asking people back, which is nice. So,
Perfect.
Yeah, the way to what you want to hear at the end of the night was, boy, you don't really need to hear, boy, you played well. You don't need to hear that. What you need to hear is, when are you coming back?
Yeah.
That's what you need to hear.